Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a honor to have the opportunity to address such a distinguished audience. I know I've met some of you, but let me introduction myself again. My name is Oshaila as the moderator, Pipit as the first speaker, Nurul as the second speaker, and Oshaila as the third speaker. The subject of our presentation today is about reducing waste, and this presentation will last for about 10 minutes that will be divided into 3 parts. The first in introduction, the second is delivering the presentation, and the third is consultation. As you know, eating a healthy diet is not about strict limitation, staying unrealistically thin or depriving yourself of the food you love. Rather, it's about feeling great, having more energy, improving improving your health, improving your healthy, and boosting your mood. Healthy eating doesn't have to the overly complicated. If you feel overwhelmed by all the conflicting nutrition and diet advice out there, you're not alone. Some specific food or nutrient will have been shown to have a beneficial and mood. Therefore, the purpose of this topic is to help you maintain your overall dietary pattern. That is the most important. So with any future delay, let's start with the first key point or pivot discussion that will be presentation by Pipit. Pipit, time is yours.
Number 1. Packaging-free shopping option. Packaging-free shopping option involve purchasing goods without the use of traditional single-use packaging materials such as plastic bags, containers, or wrappers. Instead, consumers bring their own reusable container or bags to refill products directly from bulk bins or dispenser. This approach to shopping offers several benefits for both individual and the environment. Next. Recommendation. Number 1, reduction of plastic waste. Number 2, conservation of resources. Number 3, cost savings. Number 4, customization and flexibility. Number 5, promotion of sustainable practice. And number 6, educational opportunities. Next. Number 1, reduction of plastic waste. Packaging-free shopping significantly reduces the amount of plastic waste generated from traditional packaging, helping to mitigate the environmental impact of plastic pollution on land and in ocean. Number 2, conservation of resources. by eliminating the need for disposable packaging. Packaging-free shopping conserves valuable resources such as energy, water, and raw material that are used in the production and disposal of packaging materials. Number three, cost savings. Buying products in bulk quantities without packaging often results in cost savings for consumers, as they only pay for the product itself. This can lead to significant savings over time, especially for frequently purchased items. Next, number four, customization and flexibility. Packaging-free stores allow customers to purchase the exact quantity of products they need, reducing food waste and promoting mindful consumption. Customers and also choose from a wide variety of products and mix and match according to their preferences and dietary needs. Number five, promotion of sustainable practice. Supporting packaging-free shopping option encourages business to adopt more sustainable practice and invest in alternative packaging solutions. This fosters a culture of sustainability and drives positive change in the retail industry. And number six, educational opportunities. Packaging-free shopping experience often provide educational opportunities for consumers to learn about the environmental impact of packaging waste and the importance of reducing consumption. This can inspire individuals to adopt more eco-conscious habits in the aspect of their life.
Thank you so much, Pipit, for a new insight you just shared to use about how to make a switch to a packaging free shopping option. Let's turn to the next point about food waste problem and composting solution that will presented by Nurul Fatimah. Nurul Fatimah, time is yours.
Food waste problems and composting solution. Next, in our modern society, food waste has become a pressing issue with significant environmental and economic consequences. Each year, billions of tons of food are wasted globally, contributing to greenhouse gas emission, landfill pollution, and resource depletion. This problem extends from household to restaurants, supermarkets, and beyond. Food waste occurs at various stages of the supply chain, from products and distribution to consumption. In developed countries, consumers are often the main culprits, discarding edible food due to overbuying, impulse stock, or simply neglecting leftovers. Meanwhile, in developing nations, the majority of food waste happens during production and transportation due to inadequate infrastructure, and strong facilities. One effective solution to combat food waste is composting. Composting is the natural process of decomposing organic matter into nutrient-rich soil, known as compost, by diverting food scrap from landfills and instead turning them into compost. We can mitigate environmental harm while creating a valuable resource for agriculture and landscaping. Next, composting offers several benefits. Number one, reduction of methane emission. When food waste decomposes in landfills, it generates methane, a potent greenhouse gas. Composting diverse organic waste from landfills, thus reducing methane emission and mitigating climate change. Number two, nutrient-rich soil. Compost enrich soil with essential nutrients, improving soil structure and fertility. This leads to healthier plants, increased crop yields, and reduced reliance on synthetic fertilizers. Number three, closing the nutrient loop. Composting completes the cycle of organic matter, returning nutrients to the soil instead of allowing them to be wasted in landfills. This sustainable approach promotes circularity in food system. Next. To encourage waste-free composting, governments, business, and communities must collaborate to implement supported policies, invest in infrastructure, and raise public awareness. Educational campaigns can inform individuals and organizations about the benefits of composting and provide practical guidance on how to compost effectively at home or in larger scale facilities. Furthermore, businesses can adopt strategies to minimize food waste in their operation, such as optimizing inventory management, donating surplus food to charities, and implementing composting programs. By embracing composting solution, we can transform food waste from a problem into an opportunity to nourish the planet, support sustainable agriculture, and build resilient communities for future generations. Next. I think that's all from me. I'll give the time back to the moderator.
So interesting. From now on, we have to be careful on what we eat during the day to maintain our healthy body. Let me call out our last speaker for today that will be sharing you about the importance of bioplastic versus traditional plastic. Oshela, team is yours. Bioplastic and traditional plastic are both materials used in various industries, but they differ significantly in the composition, production process, and environmental impact. 1. Composition. Traditional plastic, these are primarily derived from fossil fuels like petroleum or natural gas. The most common traditional plastic include polyethylene PA, polypropylene PP, polyphenol chloride PVC, polystyrene PS, and polyethylene terephthalate PET. Bioplastic thus are different from renewable biomass such as cornstarch, sugar cane, potato starch, or other agricultural product. Bioplastic can be composed of either entirely renewable materials or a blend of renewable and fossil fuel-based material. 2. Production process. Traditional plastic. The production process for traditional plastic involves extracting crude oil or natural gas, refining them into monomers, and then polymerizing these monomers to form plastic resin. Bioplastic. The production process for bioplastic involves extracting sugar from biomass sources, fermenting these sugars into lactic acid or other monomers, and then other monomers and the polymerizing time into bioplastic resin. 3. Environmental impact. Traditional plastic are notorious for their environmental impact. They are not biodegradable and can persist in the environment for hundreds to thousands of years, leading to pollution of oceans, soil, and wildlife. Plastic, because they are derived from renewable sources and are biodegradable or compostable under creating conditions. However, the environmental impact of bioplastic depends on various factors such as the type of feedstock used, the production process, and end of life disposal methods. For end of life disposal. Traditional plastic. Most traditional plastic end up in landfills or incinerators after use, contributing to pollution and greenhouse gas emissions. Bioplastic can potentially be composted in introduction composting facilities or through composting under specific conditions. However, not all bioplastics are compostable, and proper disposal infrastructure might not be widely available in all regions. 5. Application. Traditional plastic have a wide range of application in packaging, construction, automotive, electronic, and many other industries. Bioplastic are increasingly being used in packaging, disposable tableware, agricultural molds, films, textile, and other applications where biodegradability or renewable sourcing is followed. In summary, while bioplastic offer some potential environmental benefit compared to traditional plastic, their with this In summary, while bioplastic offers some potential environmental benefit compared to traditional plastic, their widespread adoption and impact depends on various factors, including technological advancements, infrastructure development, and customer behavior. Both types of plastic have advantages and limitations, and efforts to reduce plastic pollution often involve a combination of strategies such as recycling, waste reducing, and the development of more sustainable material. I would like to thank everyone. As a moderator, I apologize if there are many mistakes in pronunciation. I close this presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.